Welcome to Soft Reviewed. In this video, we are going to cover LCKR, which is the low competition keyword research tool from Stripe, and I have previously covered the audit module in my first video and the content editor in my second video, and this is the final video where we will look in depth what the LCKR can do for us and how it can help us to find really low competition keywords by just entering a seed keyword. This will make our life much easier when compared to other complicated tools, because you just have to enter the keyword and it will do the rest. So let's just see how it's done. We can get all the auto suggested keywords from Google, and that's the power of this software. And if you just click on like find keywords, you can also set your domain authority here. So if you have like a 10 DA website, it's better to keep it like 10, and so that it can analyze like the maximum domain authority where it can find the weak spots. And if you know there are websites like weaker websites, you can also add those domains here and click on update, and you can also add your sites and can separate it with this to add multiple sites, and just click on update. Let's just see how it will work with the default settings here. So I'll just click on find keywords here. You can always click on minimize pop-up, so it will run in the background and it's like finding those related keywords for us. You can also import your keywords, and you can paste up to like 7,000 keywords here and create a report based on that. You can create list. Just click on create and it will create this list, and you can add those reports to the list that you create. Keyword report is ready. These are similar keywords, the auto suggested keywords that it found. If you want to save credits, you can just analyze the keywords with high intent, which has the words best review free, and for pre-purchase they will consider like discount best review by keywords in it. So these are some more like hyper targeted settings to save the credits. And mind you, like for each analysis you will lose 1 credit for it. So for example, like if I select all pages, then if I click on just analyze, it will start analyzing all these pages. So based on the number of keywords that it's analyzed, I will lose that many credits. For example, here this is like only 12 keywords here, so I will use like 12 credits for this analysis. So the analysis is ready. From all these keywords, the only keywords that I can really go for is like this one, because of this one, parse versus surfer SEO. And here we have like a Reddit, so there is an opportunity there, and for this keyword also, but this is not relevant to what I am doing right now. So we can just click here and let's hide it. So that's gone. And this one also is a good keyword because Quora is showing up on the first 10 results page, so it's really not that optimized. So that's where the power comes in. Mind you, it can generate thousands of keywords, like go for like a really seed keywords. I'm just giving this hyper targeted keyword, that's why I'm only getting these keywords. But if you want to really do some real good keyword research, then you can do that as well. You have the domain authority filter also here. You can select just the keywords with surfer inside, or like both surfer and SEO, or just the SEO keywords. So there is that filter, and as I said before, like you can toggle this and see only the keywords with high intent and pre-purchase box. These are all the filters that will make our life much easier when you have like thousands of keywords and you want to target the specific keywords that you are looking for. This is really helpful, and this is the most powerful feature that I really liked about this software. And you can also filter it using the volume and the CPC, the weak spots, like if these are like the weak spots. So if you want at least in the top 10 they have like one weak spot, then it will show that. Let me just so see, you can easily fit with at least one weak spot in the top 10 results. If it has like a forum, then you can filter that as well. So SERP score, there is a score like shows the number of easy to outrank sites for a particular. The higher the number, the better it is. So you have this score as well in order to easily sort for the easiest keyword that you can find. And you can include some keywords. You can give that partial keyword here and you can create that. You can also filter keywords by excluding some terms. If I don't want like endurance, then I can just come here and just click here and see all the keywords having this term is gone. So it's the same thing here. You can analyze to save credits based on your exact requirement. You can hide and you can share the report, and you can export all of this as an Excel file as well. And if you select the current pages and you click on that list, it's saved to that list that we created earlier. So as you can see now, we have this icon, means it's saved into a list. You can just remove it and let's see all the pages, and let's export it and see if it's true. So we have all the data here, the title, the SERP position, SERP ranking. You have the people also asked report here for that keyword, and related search data is also here. So rank SEO review. So if you are writing for this keyword, phrase versus surfer SEO, then you can include all these keywords in order to build that relevancy and to rank better on the website. And you can also get all the competition data, like who all are like competing for that same keyword. You can also search for like a keyword here. Let's for surfer SEO free, let's just search for that. As you can see, we can see that keyword here as well. In order to show you like the real power of this, let me just type in the term SEO. It's really a broad keyword, and I will just click on like find keywords, and this is going to take some time. Let's just minimize. So that was quick. It found in total 4,000 keywords for that seed term. Suggested keywords here, SEO agency in NYC, and you can also see all the search volume. So we don't have any SERP analysis. So in order to do that, we have related questions that people also asked for, and hidden and related search. Can always add your settings here. I'll have to like spend like 4,000 credits to actually do all this. We are just doing this review, right? So let's do that. So I'll select all the pages and we'll do the analysis. Click on the full analysis. So it will take 4,000 credits from my account in order to do this analysis. So let's wait for it, and I just want to show you the power of this tool and how easily you can find these easy to rank keywords. So let's just do that. Let's come back when this report is finished.
If you just enter a seed keyword, it will only take 1 credit. I will show you, like I have like 55 remaining credits, and if I enter like keyword research as my main seed keyword, and if I just click on find keywords, it will only take like 1 credits, right? This is what will eat up all the credit, the SERP credits, when you select the number of keywords inside this report. So I have like for the SEO one, I have like 4000 keywords, and I just analyzed all the 4040 keywords, and I have finished my quota by half. I have like around 5000 SERP credits remaining. So that's how the credit system works. It's like 1 credit for 1 action. So it's as simple as that. Analysis is finally complete, and if you just click on this score, you can sort it with the highest to lowest, ranging from 1 to 10. If it's 10, that means you have a lot of opportunities on the first page. As you can see, these are all like forum profiles, and there is one Reddit and the rest are forum. So this is an easy way to filter and see what keywords are really easy to rank from a huge list. And not all the keywords will be relevant, so you can also play with this. Since we have in our settings 30 as our maximum domain authority, everything below that will be in the green color. So what I meant by that is like, so why this is green, it's because we have set the domain authority up to 30, and everything below that will be in green color. We can change that according to your domain authority, so it will be easy to like refine the keywords that you can actually go after. So we have like a lot of filtering options here in order to just get to the keywords that we want. We can always select the keywords with like audit, so we all have all the audit related keywords here, and then we can click the keywords with analytics. So all the keywords with the analytics are shown here, and so if you select both, then really it's going to be hard to see it here. So if we click on SEO and analytics, then that both keywords needs to be there, right? So here we have SEO and analytics, so the combination will only show up here. So if we like click on TV, then there will be no keywords that's meeting all these. I would really love to have these selection displayed here as the main filter, so that it will be easier to actually know if we have unknowingly selected any of this. It's hard to actually find like what topics are selected, and sometimes why no results are displayed. It's because something is selected here, or if you want to remove that, you can just click on like clear all, then it will remove all the selections, and all the 4000 keywords will be displayed here. It would be really easier if I click on this dummies. So when I click on it, if I had the option to include or exclude in the result, it will make my job easier to actually refine these unrelated keywords, and just like a thought there. And now I'll have to go find these keywords. For example, if I want to remove like logo related keywords, then I need to copy and paste it here, and then click on exclude, so it's gone, right? So that's how you do that right now. If we had that option, it would have like made our life so much easier. So that's my opinion. You can always like filter it based on the intent. As you can see, if these are like the high intent keywords that you want, if you want to quickly like see what's the most related keyword, then you can always select this one. And if you want to see the comparison keywords, then you can see all these versus keywords here as well. SEO versus CEO, that's like a really easy keyword to rank. These are like some of the keywords that you can rank. Some of the keywords I'm seeing this for the first time, really didn't know that people were searching for all these keywords. and all these metrics are from SEMrush. So if you just hover it, you can see like this data is from SEMrush. And if you want to just actually see what the results look like, you can just click here and just the results are hovered over there. And if you want to see the actual search results for this, you can always click here and it will enter the term and do the search for you. So yeah, these are the options that we have, and we can also like export the files as Excel. And we have another important tool like for clustering. You can just click here and start on clustering, so it will start clustering the keywords for you. This is one of the other great feature that I like about this software. It's not going to take up any additional credits or anything like that, because all the initial analysis are done. Now they'll have to actually it. You have the cluster data here, so SEO Alternative Investment Fellowship Program. So if you are writing an article based on this, you can simply like have these keywords inside the article to build up relevancy and authority. And if you want to write like for SEO versus web developer salary comparison, then you can include these keywords. That's the idea of having this tool, so that you have a group of keywords that you can use to actually build site authority or like the content relevance. So that's how it's used. These are some of the other competitors that do something similar. And Keyword Chef, if you go like you can see that they have like monthly you have to pay. This is for one time 5,000 credits for like $30, and it is similar. And for example, and if you go to like the another competitor, Law Fruits, then also you have to pay like for 5,000 to 60. These are the competitors and their pricing. And another similar tool related to Strel is like Rankatom, and how it is different is like here you can track your rankings as well when you compare Strel. And what Rankatom lacks is these two modules. The audit module is not there in Rankatom, and the content editor is also not there. It's more like a keyword tracking tool and a low competition keyword research tool. So that's why Strel is giving you more value if you don't want that rank tracking capability. So if that's the case, you can definitely consider Strel or Rankatom if you want like a low competition keyword research and rank tracker that's bundled. Then you can choose Rankatom as well. So it's also like a similar alternative, and it's also giving us a lifetime deal with these pricing plan. So I'll include the link for both in the description. You can check that out. So that's why this is like a good time to actually buy this software. You can, for just $59, you can get the plan 1 where you get 30 audit or like content editor credits per month and 30 C keywords report per month, and like 5,000 SERP credits. And the second plan also gives for $118, like you get up to 3 users can be added to that, and you get 10,000 SERP credits. This is what I have right now. And plan 3 will have like 15,000 credits, and you have like 10 users, and you can stack up to like 10 codes, and it can go up to like $590 and 50,000 SERP credits per month. So if you are really like a big agency or something, then only you need this one. Most of us doing some day-to-day like keyword research and things like that, I would like to recommend the plan 2 for the lifetime deal. Hope this was helpful, and if it helped you in some way, please do like, share and subscribe, so that it will encourage me to create more in-depth videos like this. And if you have used this tool, and if you have any suggestions, anything like that, please do comment that below. So it's going to be like a really good replacement for Law Fruits and Keyword Chef, similar tools. If you don't have like huge budget to pay for like tools like Ahrefs and SEMrush, you can definitely consider this tool as like a one-time investment, and you can use it forever. Thank you for watching, and